Tulsi Gabbard's report focuses on initial intelligence assessments leading up to the November 2016 election that Russia was probably not trying to influence the election by using cyber means, only for that analysis to later change. Gabbard accused Obama officials of leaking false statements to media outlets related to Russian cyber attempts to influence the outcome of the election. She said it was an egregious abuse of power and called for every person who was part of what she referred to as a treasonous conspiracy to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Statement on Friday, Gabbard, whose office leads oversight of the entire intelligence community in the United States, accused Obama officials of manufactured and politicized intelligence that sought to subvert the will of the American people in the aftermath of November's 2016 election and enact what was essentially a years-long coup with the objective of trying to usurp President Trump from fulfilling the mandate bestowed on him. The intelligence community later concluded that Russia sought to influence the 2016 election, a view echoed in the conclusions of a bipartisan Senate intelligence report that the Russian government directed extensive activity against U.S. election infrastructure ahead of the 2016 election, and that it used social media to conduct an information warfare campaign against U.S. election infrastructure, a conclusion supported by every Democrat and Republican. The top Democrat on that committee accused Gabbard of politicizing the intelligence community.
Been more heartbreaking to me than the fact that my Republican colleagues, particularly on the Intel Committee, where we've always been and we still bipartisan, we just passed out an Intel bill 15-2. But the number of my Republican colleagues who have said, this is awful, but won't speak up. Matter of fact, I had one say to me, because I will not criticize him in public, but I'll criticize him in the skiff. Oh, Mark, it's like you're our conscience. I don't want to be your damn conscience. Vote your conscience. And it has been absolutely crushing that these are good men and women on this committee. They know this is wrong, and at least to date, they have not raised this. Tulsi Gabbard is not competent to be the Director of National Intelligence. I believe she has politicized and is trying to politicize the workforce and the work product, and that makes America less safe.
Key findings of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report on Russian meddling in 2016 found that Russian interference was both sweeping and systematic, that major attack avenues included social media information warfare that favored candidate Trump, and that Russia targeted databases in many states related to administering the election. Reports and assessments that appear to pour cold water on Gabbard's claims against Obama officials. She has referred her new evidence to the Justice Department, whose job it will be to pursue any prosecutions in that regard. In fact, it was Obama administration officials who said in November 2016, weeks after the election, that they had not seen any evidence of tampering that affected the outcome of the election, and that the election was free and fair from a cybersecurity perspective. For his part, President Trump has congratulated Gabbard and urged her to keep it coming, citing the highest levels of election fraud in reference to the 2016 election. Trump himself was the subject of investigations by Special Counsel Jack Smith for resorting to crimes to overturn his 2020 election loss to Joe Biden, an investigation that was paused when Trump was re-elected president last year. Sherwin Briceby's SABC News, New York.